Great to be here today for this groundbreaking on this community resource center that I understand has been 15 to 20 years in the making. And it wouldn't have been possible without the combined efforts of the Highway City Community Development Authority, Granville Homes, Fresno Housing Authority, the Central Community Church, and the Fresno County Library.
This community really needed resources. It needed restoration, revitalization, and the fact that it needed to be recognized as an actual community of 38,000 and growing people.
So this is the largest area in the city of Fresno, within the county of Fresno, over 50,000 residents that don't have access to a library. And if you would put that on to a city basis, 50,000 residents would be the third largest city in the county of Fresno without a library. That's just unacceptable, and felt that it was worth my time and energy and effort that we have to change that.
Mike Berg is not here today, and I have to give Mike a lot of credit. He approached us, I want to say it's almost 6 years ago, and said, hey, we have a vision for this part of the community that needs help, and we're getting Preston involved with the Housing Authority. So that kind of planted the seed. When there was lack of funds, Preston stepped up. This is a great example of a public-private partnership.
We have almost 2,000 kids who live in this area that are receiving assistance from the Housing Authority. And we know that it's not just our kids, but it's really the broader community that has 50% of the kids who live in this neighborhood who live below poverty. So we as a Housing Authority said, yes, it matters about our kids who are in our housing programs, but it really matters about all of the kids in this community.
The community center will bring a number of resources that are going to be very impactful in this side of the city. One of the biggest impacts that they will see is that in the near future we're going to see a full-blown library west of the 99, first in the history of Fresno. But in the meantime, there will be library space that will expand its service hours.
This neighborhood has long awaited for equitable library services, and we're excited to be able to provide rich literacy experiences and personal and family enrichment through varied program offerings in this community, in this new center. And I want to let you know the library is planning a lot of things for the other adults in this community and seniors. We are full service once we open in the community center.
So this is phase one, and this will bring the library, it will bring school resources, health and wellness checks. Then the library has already committed to building on a secondary pad. They'll build a mirror image unit, so there'll be a big, large 12,000 square foot complex. That we've also partnered with part of our land that Habitat for Humanity will be building their first 3 homes west of the 99. And part of the phases of the process is also housing that would go in, that we'd like to dedicate some of that to seniors and vets.
There is a parks initiative that is being brought by the residents of Fresno. They gathered over 30-some thousand signatures, and so that could potentially help this project if the project does include some green space, and it does. As part of the entire vision of this area, there is a need for more green space, and so they could potentially qualify for those dollars if the voters approve that measure.
Well, I hope you have joined with us and you have a large measure of excitement about the future of our community, for our children, for our families, that there are going to be so many more resources. Can you imagine having an art exhibit evening that we could come together, or that we would have food trucks west of the 99 that we could all gather, that we could have, that there would be seniors exercise classes and children's immigration services, all in with organizations that we can trust, that we know that are good and honest and ready to serve this community together. And that's what this partnership is all about.